Hey everybody, so I have a quick video. This is going to be part 3 of some of the parts that I got for the 4Runner. So please stick around, check out the video, and I'll see you guys there. Thank you for watching. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Alright, so a couple previous videos. The first video showed, for the 4Runner, showed a radiator, water pump, thermostat, water pump gasket, thermostat gasket, a new coolant bottle, and some hose for the 2 transmission cooler lines for the 4Runner. Second video was a video about the bolts in this bag. This is going to be the third video, and the reason I brought this bag back in here was because I picked up a bunch more bolts. And I got 2 freeze plugs in for the 4Runner, the rear of the 4Runner by the bell housing, because it's actually leaking out of one of the freeze plugs. I'm not sure if it's both or if it's just one. It looks like it's only leaking out of one freeze plug. These are 35mm freeze plugs. These freeze plugs have been in the engine for almost 21 years now. None of the rest of the freeze plugs are leaking. Only one or both of the rear. I don't know how many. I haven't pulled the transmission yet. It's only 1 or 2 drops in a week and a half. So it's not dripping a lot. For whatever reason, it says plug tight on the Toyota information, which I find that funny. Both of these are both the same. Both of them are 90331-35005. They're both 35mm, and all of the freeze plugs on this truck are 35mm. So if you guys need to know what size they are, if you guys don't want to get them from Toyota, you can, more than welcome to get them from Napa or whoever you'd like. These are both Toyota freeze plugs, and the reason I didn't show the freeze plugs in the last video because they weren't in yet, and I figured, I would just show the rest of the stuff I grabbed. So originally grabbed all of these from Napa. Majority of them were 12mm hexagonal head by M8 by 12.5 or 1.25 thread pitch. Other than 4 of the one length, which was the 25mm length, I got 2 that were 12mm hexagonal head, and I got 4 that were 13mm hexagonal head. So a majority of this bag is 12mm, and come to find out, all the 12mm I got is what Napa had for the last probably year and a half or so. Everything they carry now, whether it's these little 4-pack boxes or it's their back stock, where you can just grab 1 or 2 bolts, or 15, 20 bolts in their back stock. They're all 13mm head. And this is 2 separate purchases. I grabbed several. And I grabbed the last 4 that he had in his back stock, which is these guys right here. These are actually 12mm heads. So everything that he had in a 12mm hexagonal head, I grabbed, just in case, because nobody carries them now. Not even Fred's Nuts and Bolts and Casa Grande. Doesn't matter if they're the 20mm, the 25mm, the 30, the 35. Which I have 2 35 boxes here. I have 230, and these are 20mm, M8 by 1.25 flange. They have a 12 millimeter head, and these in the box have a 13 millimeter head. And I'll show you guys. So these are 20. So all of these right here are 20. All these 4 boxes. These 2 are 30. Let's move these over. These 2 are 25s. 25 millimeter length. These are 30 millimeter length. And these are 35 millimeter length. And these are 20s. What's in the box is I asked one of them to get me a box. Now, funny thing is all of these are like the 4 that I got originally with the 13 millimeter head. So if 12 millimeter heads are so hard to find, I think I'm just going to use all of the bolts that are 13 millimeter head. Makes life a little easier. And the other thing that I thought was kind of funny is these are the other 2 long bolts, which are the same as these guys. These are all 12 millimeter head. So I'm guessing that these 4, because I bought 2 around the second video and I bought 2 today, it looks like these must have just been the stock that they had the entire time, because these are all 12 millimeter. And then these guys right here, these are all 13 millimeter heads, which match all of these guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They got 8 in that I ordered a box. They got 8 in. They were all 13 millimeter heads. These 4 right here that I had gotten that I had stated, oh well, they're not 12s. Those 4 are. What's funny is those 4 are actually what looks like they had new stock and old stock in the same package. Let me clean this up so I can move you guys over a little bit. So I'm keeping all the 12 millimeter headed ones that they had, because nobody can get the 12 millimeters anymore for this style. Just put those in the box for now. So what I'm going to do is, instead of using the 12 millimeter hexagonal heads, I'm going to use the 13s to make everything even. These are the 4 that I grabbed today in the 20 millimeter, and these are all the same. They're all 12s. And it's not going to hurt to have a bunch of these anyways, because funny thing is that so here's the 2 25 millimeter length that have the 12 millimeter heads. We'll move you guys over. I also got these from True Value. These are actually 12 millimeter heads. These are 10.9s. They're just silver instead of gold. So these would actually match these heads right here. Alright, move you guys over. Move the light over a little bit. So, just to show you guys, 12. So 12 and a 13. So these guys right here, they do not fit the 12. But they do fit the 13. And these right here is an example. These are definitely not 13s, these are 12s. So I grabbed the 35 millimeters, which are these in the box. These are going to be 13 millimeter heads. So I'm going to end up keeping all of these 12 millimeter heads for something else, and or if they are ever needed. And as an example here, these are the ones I picked up from True Value. Definitely too loose. These are definitely 12s. And then these are the two that I got from Napa when I ended up with 4. These 4 right here with the 13s. So these definitely 12s. 2 gold ones I got from Napa. Definitely don't fit the 12, but these are definitely 13. So it's interesting that Napa had so much back stock in 12 millimeter heads. They must not sell them very often. I thought it was kind of funny that they had a bunch that were 12s. Now all of these in the packagings, you know, M8 by 1.25 by 35. I have 2 boxes of 35 length, 2 boxes of 30 length. I have 2 boxes of 25 length. And I have 4 boxes of 20 millimeter length. And the reason I grabbed them is I get a discount anyways. All of these bolts would have cost somewhere in the range normally of about $70 or $80. I think about $86, something like that with tax. But I get them for about 30 bucks is what I get them for. And I'll just show you guys what's in the boxes are not 12s. They are definitely 13 millimeter heads, which is fine because these are the same length as these guys, and you can tell the difference is the heads are just a little bit bigger on the right bolt, just slightly. So and I only needed like 2 of the long ones anyways. But most of the bolts on the 2000 4Runners are M8 by 1.25. Some of them are M6 by 1.0. These are actually not completely round, they're actually wavy, which is neat. These are 30 millimeters. These are 30 millimeter length. All of these are M8 by 1.25. It's interesting how they're wavy. Like these guys are perfectly round. The flange side is perfectly round. Where these guys are kind of wavy. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh yeah, you can see that. They're kind of wavy. Don't matter as long as they work. Pop all these open. This is a 13. Looks like these are all 13s. These guys are 25s. Kind of also showing this so you guys can see the height difference. They're not significant, but these are also 13s. So I'm just going to switch everything over to 13 millimeter instead of messing with them. We're having mismatched sizes. These are 12s, or these are 20 millimeters in length, and these are also 13. So these are basically these, but these have bigger heads. It doesn't look like it, but they are definitely bigger. So here's a 12 millimeter, doesn't fit on this one, it fits on this one. 13 fits on this one. So you can see that they're the same bolt. So one has a 13 millimeter head and one has a 12. So just as a reference, guys, if you guys need a specific, bolt like an M8 by 1.25 thread pitch like this guy, but you need them in a 12 millimeter head or a 13 or whatever, you guys will have to make sure that the head is the size that you need. I also have a couple boxes coming. 2 boxes of these guys, which come in these guys right here. These are all 20 millimeters. The last 4 of them are 20 millimeter in length, which will be these guys right here. These guys right here. Oops. These 4 are 12 millimeter head. These 4 long ones. All of these long ones right here are 13 millimeter head. I don't want to make this video too much longer, so these are 13s. There. I'll bring you guys in closer real quick so you guys can see the height difference. This is all the trash. So these are all 20s, including these little guys right here. These are all 20s in 20 millimeter lengths. Oh, these guys are actually these guys right here. These are all 13 millimeter heads right here. These have the 12 millimeter heads. So 20 millimeter, 25 millimeter, which is just like 1 or 2, maybe 3 threads longer. 25 millimeter. These in the back are 20 millimeter with the 13 millimeter heads. These are the 20 millimeters with the 12 millimeter heads. These are 25 millimeters with the 12 millimeter heads. These are 20 millimeter length with the 13 millimeter heads. These are all 25 millimeters with length with the 13 millimeter head. These 4 right here, or the darker ones, are the 35 millimeters with the 12 millimeter head. These are 30 millimeters in the back. You can see they're slightly shorter than these with the 13 millimeter head. And these guys right here, the long ones that are like these are 35 millimeter length with the 13 millimeter heads. Just quick information. Here are the part numbers again for the 35 millimeter round freeze plugs. And I just wanted to show you guys, you can get them in different hexagonal heads, you know, different size heads. You know, here's a 12 and a 13 millimeter. So I'm going to end up separating these probably later. I can tell the difference between them. Like, this is a 13 and this is a 12. Let me put you guys back on the tripod real quick. This is a 13 and this is a 12. 12's on the right. You can definitely see that the size is just slightly smaller. Not a lot. Even compared to this guy. 12 and 13. But I appreciate you guys watching. Just wanted to give you guys some info. This is for the 2000 Toyota 4Runner. Please like, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell notification icon for future updates. Go check out my Amazon affiliate links, my Acme Tools affiliate links, my DJI Electronics affiliate links, as well as my Ohio Power Tools affiliate links, as well as at the top of the description I do have an Ulsa Tools link. If you guys are interested in anything from Ulsa Tools, go check them out. They have a lot of great products for toolbox organization, as well as they do have quite a bit of hand tools. If you guys order anything from them, you know, use my link. It saves you 10%, gives you some money, keeps money in your pocket. It also helps me out because it gives me availability of getting 10% off my next purchase from Ulsa Tools. I do appreciate your time. I know this was a lot longer than I wanted it to be. It's 20-something minute video. I do appreciate you guys' time though. Please, again, as always, like, comment, and subscribe. Hopefully I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and you have a great rest of your day. Peace!